This week's presentation involves management theories. I'll be covering 3 articles: the administrative state conclusion, Dwight Waldo, followed by the human side of enterprise, Douglas McGregor, and concluding with the science of muddling through with Charles Lindblom. Waldos Pursuit was in the form of finding resolution in the weakness of public administration and addressing the challenges of social change. Further noting that facts cannot be separated from values, and that public administration is indeed a science. Column 1 at the bottom of page 138. Another important doctrine is the politics administration formula, finding rejection of theory and perhaps pragmatism. The notion that there are principles scientifically and ethically valid. People are unpredictable, and how we all responded to a worldwide pandemic addressed and highlighted challenges in our systems, in our government, public and private sectors, where politics and administration were forced to partner in developing productive policies for the health and safety of the people. But as noted on 139, the future of administrative theory is dependent, of course, upon what happens in the world at large, particularly what happens in the United States. McGregor goes on to say how we must utilize the social sciences to make our human organizations truly effective. So on 158, he talks about Theory X and Theory Y. And with Theory X, it gives reason to be controlling, adding that by directing people's efforts, management can control the actions and therefore modify their behaviors to fit the needs of that organization. Further stemming that motivation is then either must be persuaded or awarded or even punished and controlled. This set of assumptions are a little outdated. Coming from the industrial age, Theory X style worked. However, as we progress and advance as a society, as technology, and with new generations, employers are now faced with pressures of including employee empowerment and encouraging creativity and growth. And this is where we find the humanistic approach of Theory Y, where it assumes management is responsible for other elements beyond the survival needs, and recognizing Maslow's hierarchy. To further shape this theory, on page 161, management can arrange organizational conditions and methods of operations so that people can achieve their own goals by directing their own efforts toward organizational objectives. Companies like Google, where they promote innovative ideas. Science of muddling through, Charles E. Lindblom takes on a moving forward type of approach to solving problems. He talks about the root and the branch on 164. The root meaning starting from scratch. As when we look at the branch, we don't need to start with the fundamentals. So with the constraints of time and cost, sometimes admitting something that's already existing and improving upon it is better. 165, the building out from the current situation, step by step and by small degrees, starting from fundamentals anew each time, building on the past only as experience is embodied in a theory, and always prepared to start completely from the ground up. So you're not reinventing the wheel, but you are improving upon it to accommodate and modify for today's day and age. You conclude in the scripture, Jesus told his followers not to worry about material things like food and clothing. That God will provide all our needs, the basic needs of Maslow's hierarchy, safety. But there comes a point to answering a higher calling,